Imagine being enveloped by a world where the air tastes like a cool sip of pure mountain spring water and the landscapes seem to be painted by a master artist. Welcome to Norway, a land sculpted by nature's hands into a masterpiece that leaves you breathless. In the heart of this Scandinavian beauty, mountains rise like ancient sentinels, their jagged peaks piercing the sky. They stand guard over valleys that cut through the earth like a story etched in time. These valleys cradle rivers that meander their way across the landscape, whispering tales of old as they journey towards the sea. And speaking of the sea, let's not forget the fjords, silent giants of water and rock. They stand as a testament to the raw power of nature. Their serene waters reflect the skies above, creating a symphony of color that dances with the changing light. But let's not get too poetic here. To put it in more relatable terms, if Norway was a cup of coffee, it would be a gourmet, hand-roasted, single-origin, ethically sourced cup of Java. It's so stunning it makes your morning coffee look like dishwater. On this grand Norwegian road trip, you'll feel like you've stepped into a fairy tale, where every turn in the road reveals a scene more enchanting than the last. You'll find yourself in a constant state of awe, your heart pounding with the thrill of discovery. And let's not forget the northern lights. Imagine watching the sky come alive with an ethereal ballet of light, a spectacle so mesmerizing, it's like watching your favorite movie, but in a theater that's 1,000,000 miles wide and 1,000,000,000 stars bright. But don't just take my word for it. Come and see for yourself. Experience the grandeur, the majesty, the sheer awe-inspiring beauty of Norway. So buckle up, folks. You're in for a ride that's more thrilling than a roller coaster and more scenic than a screensaver. Now, what's the best way to explore this natural masterpiece, you ask? By road, of course. Yes, indeed, there's nothing quite like the thrill of the open road, the wind in your hair, the endless horizon stretching out before you, and the anticipation of the unknown around the next corner. Our grand Norwegian road trip begins in the city of, well, let's just say it's a place with a name that will have your tongue performing acrobatics. You see, Norwegian city names are like a game of Scrabble with all vowels. It's a challenge, but also fun. But before we can hit the road, there's the small matter of packing. Now, if you're anything like me, you've got enough luggage to sink a small ship. You've packed for all seasons, just in case Norway decides to throw a surprise summer in the midst of winter. And let's not forget the essential items that somehow always manage to be forgotten. Toothbrush? Check. Passport? Check. Phone charger? Well, who needs a phone when you're surrounded by such stunning natural beauty, right? Once the car is loaded up, or rather weighed down with all our worldly possessions, it's time to buckle up and get moving. As the cityscape fades into the rearview mirror, the real adventure begins. The open road beckons, and the Norwegian landscape, a wild symphony of fjords, mountains, and waterfalls, rises up to meet us. On this journey, we'll laugh, we'll gasp, we'll undoubtedly get lost a few times, and we'll make memories to last a lifetime. We may even learn a thing or two about packing light. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. And with that, we're off, embarking on a journey that promises more twists and turns than an episode of a reality TV show. On this road trip, we're not just taking the path less traveled, we're practically bushwhacking. Now, picture this. We're cruising along the road, the wind in our hair, the scent of pine filling our nostrils, when we suddenly encounter a creature of the wild. And no, we're not talking about a majestic elk or a stealthy lynx. We're talking about a goat, a very stubborn, very Norwegian goat. This isn't your average, everyday barnyard goat. This is a creature with an attitude, a sense of purpose, and a complete disregard for our travel itinerary. It stands there in the middle of the road, staring us down with a look that says, "I dare you to move me," and let me tell you, we dared not. After all, who are we to argue with a goat that has clearly claimed this road as its own? But it's not all goat standoffs and unexpected detours. There's a charm to this less traveled road, a charm that's steeped in the tranquility of the countryside and the quaintness of small towns. There's the sight of old wooden houses, painted a cheerful red and nestled amidst fields of vibrant wildflowers. There's the smell of freshly baked bread, wafting from a local bakery, a smell so enticing it could lead even the most directionally challenged traveler to its source. And let's not forget about the people, the friendly locals who greet you with a smile and a hearty "Goddag," the old man who regales you with tales of trolls and Norse gods, his eyes twinkling with mischief as he weaves his stories, the young girl who shyly offers you a handful of cloudberries, their golden hue matching the warmth of her smile. Every twist and turn on this road less traveled presents an opportunity for a new experience, a new story to tell. It's an adventure that's as unpredictable as it is unforgettable, as challenging as it is rewarding. It's an adventure that leaves you with a deeper appreciation for the simple joys of life and a newfound respect for stubborn Norwegian goats. Well, that's the countryside for you, full of surprises and goats with attitude problems. All good things must come to an end. And unfortunately, that includes our road trip. As we venture into the final stages of our grand Norwegian journey, we look back at the adventure that has been nothing short of extraordinary. Let's take a moment to relive some of our most memorable moments. Some breathtaking, some hilarious, and some that were, well, let's just say, learning experiences. Remember the time we were so awestruck by the majesty of the fjords that we missed our turn and ended up on a goat trail? Or when we mistook a slippery when wet road sign for a free ice skating ahead promotion? Those were the days! And who could forget our gourmet dinner cooked over a campfire where we discovered that canned beans and marshmallows don't make the best combination? But hey, an adventurer's palate is nothing if not adaptable. Then there were those long drives under the midnight sun, where we lost track of time and place, and felt like we were driving on the edge of the world. The ethereal beauty of the northern lights dancing in the sky like a celestial ballet left us speechless. We've navigated winding mountain roads, crossed countless charming bridges, and been enchanted by the forests and waterfalls at every turn. We've had our fair share of misadventures, but they've only added to the charm of this journey. There were moments of quiet reflection, too, as we stood at the edge of a cliff or by a tranquil lake, taking in the awe-inspiring beauty of Norway. These are the moments that remind us of our place in the grand scheme of things and the unspoiled beauty that still exists in the world. And as we pull into our final destination, we can't help but feel a little like explorers returning from a grand adventure. Tired, a little disheveled, but with stories that will last a lifetime. Our Norwegian road trip may be ending, but the memories we've made are just the beginning of the tales we'll tell. Now, let's reflect on the whirlwind of a journey we just took. Our grand Norwegian road trip, a veritable smorgasbord of experiences, has taken us through the heart of this beautiful country. We've journeyed through picturesque landscapes, from the icy fjords in the north to the lush green valleys in the south. Each twist and turn of the road revealed a new marvel, a new sight to take our breath away. We've scaled towering mountain peaks, their majestic heights making us feel like we were walking in the clouds. We've wandered through dense, mysterious forests that seem to whisper secrets of ancient legends and folklore. We've sailed on tranquil fjords, their mirrored surfaces reflecting the sky above and the mountains around, creating a serene spectacle that's beyond words. But this journey wasn't just about the landscapes, it was about the culture, the people, and yes, the food. We've sampled Norwegian cuisine, from the fresh, briny taste of seafood straight from the North Sea to the hearty, comforting dishes that have been passed down through generations. We've met locals who've welcomed us with open arms, sharing their stories, their traditions, and their incredible hospitality. And let's not forget the quirks and challenges that made this road trip all the more memorable. The unexpected detours, the unpredictable weather, the sudden appearances of sheep on the road, all part and parcel of the Norwegian road trip experience. They say that it's not about the destination, but the journey, and never has that been more true than in Norway. Yet with every challenge came an opportunity for laughter, a chance to make a memory and a story to tell when we got back home. From the lost map incident to the impromptu snowball fight, we've had our fair share of misadventures, but wouldn't trade them for anything. So there you have it, folks. Norway in all its glory. It's like a roller coaster ride, a nature documentary, and a comedy show all rolled into one. Now, when's the next flight out?